Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Thomas. The race for District 7 in Congress is heating up tonight with two Democrats making their case to voters. Longtime Congresswoman Doris Matsui and Sacramento City Councilmember Mai Vang faced off tonight in a debate-style forum. ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha was there. He joins us now live in the studio with more on what happened.
Democrats, two generations, and two very different arguments for what comes next in a district that has been redrawn by Proposition 50. At Sacramento's Coloma Community Center.
You have not yet signed on to that bill.
Okay, let me talk about that one.
Would you commit?
Sacramento City Councilmember Mai Vang and longtime Congresswoman Doris Matsui disagreed over their records, experience, and vision for the district. Vang, who finished first in the June primary, is challenging Matsui, who has represented the area in Congress since 2005.
This argument about I don't have the experience, I am older than Bob Matsui when he ran for Congress, and I have more governing experience than the Congresswoman when she first stepped in.
I worked in the White House for 6 years. That is probably the best experience you can get as far as Washington goes. And don't bring Bob Matsui into this discussion. We are talking about the race now.
The two also talked about health care, flood protection, and immigration, both opposing the Delta Tunnel project and criticizing how ICE is operating. On Israel, the difference was sharper.
They all want peace, and we got to get to a place where we can do that. When we start pointing fingers, people go into corners, and we can never bring people together. I don't want this war either. It's not our war. It's their war.
If we want peace, then we need to stop using our tax dollars to aid in a genocide. Period.
Vang also pressed Matsui on campaign money.
Would you return all the corporate PAC money that you've received, thousands of dollars? Half of your war chest is actually funded by corporations.
I don't sell out at all for anything at all.
In a crowded room, these voters had their minds made up.
I would say that I feel so fortunate to be in the position to get to choose between two qualified women candidates. That said, Mai Vang absolutely has my vote.
I think Doris really stood out because she's got history, man. She's been in there, and I don't agree with totally everything she does, but I do know that she has been a good congressperson.
Contrast between me and my opponent cannot be more stark. I'm a workhorse, not a show horse.
Do we want business as usual, or do we want a new generation of leaders?
And so the general election is November 3rd, but early voting begins in October. And between now and then, both of these campaigns will be working to turn this forum's momentum into votes. Chris.
Indeed, Garshpal Sangha live in the studio for us tonight. Garshpal, thank you.